Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is a video of a 137 total clearance break that I made against Andy Lavin in his club in Watford. Shot Snooker Club, it used to be Riley's on Watford High Street. Made a really good long red here, playing against Andy. Andy's a really top player and plays a lot on this table, so really enjoyed this session that I had with him a couple of years ago now. But as you can see by that shot, the table was running super fast, really reactive, nicely onto this red that just went past this red that's near the bottom right corner pocket. Golden rule of break building is that you should really try and get the black free into both corner pockets as soon as you can. I was very tempted here just to play a little shot onto the red by the corner, but actually the right shot here for me was to try and get on this bottom red and come high so that I could go into the reds with this red over the corner as a backup. So that's what I played here. Just overstunned this, overhit this slightly. Still had a nice angle here to develop the reds. Hit this black really nicely. Plenty of pace, plenty of screw that brought the cue ball back through the reds. Left myself a little bit awkward, actually. No obvious red other than the one near the corner pocket, but at the same time I was a little bit fortunate to be able to get my cue through to the cue ball using the rest. Just play a nice slow, trust the table here, little slow shot on and off the cushion on this red, nicely onto the black. As I say, this break was made on a star table, which is not a familiar table for me to play on. I don't play on star tables that often, so I was really pleased during this session to play some good snooker. Actually ended up beating Andy 5-4 in this session. Nice shot on this black here. Leave myself in an area where I've got a choice of 3 or 4 reds actually, just to get nicely back down for the black. Again, I've said in other videos that I like to play the shot on and off the cushion just to slow the cue ball down. Actually finished a little bit low here. You've just got to be careful on these tight pockets with these shots. Didn't think this one had actually got there, but it did. Just dropped in off the near jaw and actually came perfect on this red. So back in prime position on this break. The reds are split nicely from the shot earlier in the break. Just finished nicely on this black here. Simple stun shot up for the red, just below the little cluster of 3. Talk about it a lot in break building. Trying not to finish straight on the black. Really important. And I actually find that a bit easier on star tables, especially with a nice cloth on. The pace of the table allows you to hit the ball a really nice, comfortable speed, and you can still, finish on with a nice angle. Decided to take a little risk there. Just played into those cluster of 3, knowing that at worst case, I'd be on one of these reds in the middle of the table. Came nicely on this red to go. Hold position, just follow through for the blue. At this point, starting to think about making a really big break with the reds in a nice position. 137 is my highest break on a star table. I've made it twice now. Made it at the UK League Snooker Championship up in Leeds on David Grace's table, actually, which was probably an even more satisfying break than this one, to be honest, being that it was in competition and under a bit of pressure playing with teammates. Just a little straight on this black. Knew that if I played the kind of medium pace screw shot, I'd be back in position in the middle of the table for a choice of reds. Just had to make my mind up on how I was going to play it. I could have played just off the cushion for the one red that was loose into the left centre as we're looking at it. As you can see, I was a little indecisive on this one. I ended up deciding to play on that red just with a little bit of reverse side. Not quite enough to hold for the black, but comfortable enough so that I could just play a nice slow red into the middle and finish nicely on the blue. Once again, just playing into an area here, just screwing back very slightly onto the 3 reds around the pink spot. It's always nice to have options at this stage in a break. Didn't play this one particularly well. This is almost the worst angle you're going to have on the black, really, but really had to punch this one through off a couple of cushions. Ended up playing it well though and finished perfect on these 2 reds by the pink spot. Once again, the top spin there, just taking the cue ball through nice, just below the black, so can play any shot here really to get on any of the reds. Decided to screw up towards that red on the pink spot, aimed to go past it, but ended up unintentional cannon, but was still nicely on this red to middle. Top side of the blue, always key in good break building. At this point I was starting to get a little bit nervous. Making a century break on a start table, not something that I'm familiar with too often. Andy was calling out the break at this stage, and I knew that the black was for the century. And a great feeling when that one went in. From this point, you can choose to try and make a really high break, or as high break as you can. For me, I was thinking, okay, I really want to make the clearance, so decided to play up for the blue and actually underhit this one. Wanted to leave myself straighter, obviously, just for a simple positional shot from blue to yellow. Ended up playing this with topspin, just in and out of balk off the top cushion for the yellow into the green pocket. The pink being where it was a little bit of a problem because the brown didn't pass it into the green pocket, so knew I needed to figure that one out. But played this yellow really nicely off 2 cushions. Came really just about perfect on the green. Just to hold a position on the brown. The normal shot here off brown to blue, obviously when the pink is on its spot, is just to try and finish high of the blue. This time, obviously I want to finish low with the pink being in balk. Played that one well. And at this point, just thinking, what's the most natural way for me to get from pink to black? Wanted to finish kind of low on the pink and just have a natural shot, overhit it slightly. I just trusted to luck a little bit here, really, with this cue ball. But as it turned out, it finished perfect on the black. And this break of 137, a total clearance on a start table. Fantastic. Really pleased with that one.